start with roll call on my left.
Lisa Rosser.
Tom Sinkowitz.
June Gagnon.
Shannon Fagan.
All right, next item is approval of the meeting minutes from January 16th, 2025. That was our special meeting that we had last month. Minutes were sent out. Any questions, comments on the minutes?
I wasn't here, so I won't vote on them.
Okay, we have a motion to approve the meeting minutes from January 16th. I'll second the motion. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed or abstentions?
Oh, and I'll abstain.
Very good. All right, next item is public participation.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you. All right, reports. Shannon.
So there wasn't an update from last report. This time of year is a lull in the grant department, just because everything would have either closed December 31st or January 31st. So now we wait a couple months, and all of our senior programs, those grants will be opening in March. We did receive the Eastern Regional Tourism District grant for $3,500 to go towards videoing events. So we will have the videographers come to every single event the town's doing, as well as the Celebrate Plainfield Day, and go to local businesses to advertise them. And at our last meeting, we did the 2025 goals for the commission, so I don't know if we want to talk about that now, because that was part of our reports.
Yeah, because that was a report, yeah. So what I did is I just put down a couple bullet points, and you can certainly mention, you didn't have to necessarily submit it in paper. We just wanted to put it out there on the table just to see if there's any ideas from the commission members as far as goals that you want to see. For me personally, and I've talked to Shannon about some of this already, I want to see a little bit of an increase with business relations with the commission members. It's something that some of us already do already, see businesses regularly. We go, our patrons to some of our businesses, but it'd be nice if we could expand that and just kind of introduce ourselves as commission members and say, is there anything that you'd like to see from the town? Is there anything that the town could try to do to help? Because sometimes there may be a suggestion from them, but they're never going to come out to a town meeting to say it to us. But if one of us goes there and asks them for feedback, we may get it. So the thought there was to be a little organized about it, was to maybe look at the list and maybe kind of go through, like, hey, June, you want to take maybe 5 here, and I'll take 5 and find some time in my schedule to go visit them, and each one of the members, take a certain number. So that was one goal I had. Another one was promotion at town events. So we talk about that, over the past year is Celebrate Plainfield Day. We had a table there. We can certainly do the music in the park. We can certainly have periodic representation there. The tree lighting, so different events like that. It'd be nice to have, commission members there. Maybe not necessarily set up a table, but just also have an opportunity to get the swag bags.
Oh, yeah, we can get those going.
Yep. And then the only other thing I had was just ongoing advertising of the town, which we're talking about with the grant, the video recording that's going to be happening. So that's just an important thing that we certainly.
Who do you have for that?
We have not selected one yet. We are getting quotes from 3 local videographers. I'm trying to remember their names. A lot of them have shot stuff for Putnam County, so they have the municipal background.
Did they give you samples or?
Yeah, they did.
And then how long, do you know how long, or is it probably how long they make their videos?
You can either do short reels or you can do longer videos. Depends on the event that we're doing. But because we don't have a lot of long day events in other towns, most of them should be the shorter range, which will help us financially get more out of it. And we can also get updated photos of the town to add to our website, and they'll also do drone footage of the
Oh, they have
events.
drones?
Yep. But all of them roughly came around the same prices.
Okay.
And then how we're going to do it is we'll probably do a total budget of $8,500, which will take the grant and the marketing budget, throw it into one, and it will be a year-long contract with them. So that way they hit every single event.
So yeah, those are some of the bullet points I had. June, any specifics you may have in mind for goals?
No, I would like to get the swag bags out there.
Hmm.
You know, use them up,
Yeah.
get them sold, and maybe find something to donate money to.
Mhm.
But as far as goals, I'm not thinking about it too much.
Right. You can certainly come up with any,
Yeah, we can
bring them up at
add
future
a year.
meetings. Yep. Any, sorry, I know you're typing away.
Yeah. I'd like to be doing a Claire Expo. I think I was reflecting on what economic development could mean for this town, and, trying to beyond just the businesses, maybe also the base of the town, what do they need? So, I'd like the idea of doing a Claire Expo or some sort of gathering where people can come and we can hear what they need in terms of employment, what they're looking for, and what sort of career goals they have. That was one thing. I think, surveying the town, understanding more what they do, who they are, what they need, where they can go, where we can go as a town. Both with businesses, but also with citizens.
So we kind of have another job fair, or is that something in our future?
We were thinking of doing one this year, because we had Unify reach out last year about doing it.
If they, asked, because they've been there.
Yeah. So this year we do plan on having one.
Okay.
We just don't know when.
Mhm.
In the past, it was always in October.
Yes.
And then we'll be doing the senior expo again, hosted here.
They always want to stay here, some students remain here.
Yeah.
What is that?
Senior Expo. It's all businesses and things for seniors. Blood pressure.
Oh.
They can
Oh,
hold
okay.
Financing. Yeah.
the town,
Yep.
like, yeah,
Different services that are offered throughout the town to help seniors for
banks.
healthcare support, for financing support, different things that are also available for events they might be able to participate in.
Yeah, I went to last year. It was actually a great event, and thinking of that
Yes.
as another opportunity when we can be here too to see
Yeah.
businesses and citizens coming in.
Yeah, last year I was away for it, so what we did was we just had a table with the pens,
Yep.
books, and brochures out for them, so they could just grab them.
Anything else?
I had a question. Does our town have a master plan? Have we done a master plan in the past? A master plan, last time I lived in, we had a master plan conversation. It was like a long-term look at where the city was going, both in terms of infrastructure as well as economics. And it was a big project. I don't know if the town was small.
Yeah, we're looking into a different type of committee right now with its use of a couple of members from the Board of Education, myself, a couple of members from the Board of Finance, and a couple of members of the public, talking about a 10-year action plan for support for its facilities, its assets. So that's building-wise, but I'm sure we can tie other information into that, so we kind of relate that. But other things you look for in a master plan, let me know.
Yeah, no, I was curious to know what we do. I just remember that was a big conversation, and it was, I think it was hard for businesses to look forward if the master plan was still pending. I just remember that happening, so I didn't know if that was the case here. It sounds like there is a sort of master
Yeah.
plan for the future, which is great.
You'd like to have all elements in there, but the problem is that we come up against this every year for financing for the town and what we can afford in the budget. You'd love to have other opportunities for things to happen. The question is where you're going to get the funding from, grant writer, where we might be wealthy enough to be able to afford different things in the town. I think a survey would help with that, but we're still in the process, first off, with something we haven't done in many years, which is forecasting for a 10-year plan for buildings.
That's great.
We do also have a plan of conservation and development, which is required by the town, so it sets a 10-year goals
have you seen the POCD, the Plan of Conservation Development? That's a 10-year plan.
I think it's on our website,
Yeah, it's on the website.
required to have that, so we do have ours, and it is coming due soon, so. I think there is a section for economic development in there, and it's just more about what we want to focus on. It talks about open space. It's like a summary of goals.
Yeah.
All right. There's nothing else on goals. Anything else under reports? Shannon?
No, that was it.
So I'd assume under old business, from the ARPA business grant program, we kind of already touched on that. So it's-
Yeah, well, we have only, I'm pretty sure, 4 businesses who currently still have funds available. They're already contracted, so that was fine with federal government stuff. They have till 2036 to fully expense it. Most of them are just waiting on contractors, but they are all very good about getting reports.
And then we will move on to new business. First item is election of officers. What are the members' thoughts on that?
Oh, okay, I wanted to ask you, is this something that has to be done each year?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't look through the bylaws to find out.
Yes, the first regular meeting of the year.
Okay.
Because January was special meeting. This will be our first regular.
Well, I always like if something's working, I would like to change it. So do you want to keep the slate the same?
I'm certainly good with it.
Tom is chair,
What do you think?
Jim is vice, and you are secretary.
Oh, yeah.
Same
Whatever,
If you're good with it?
whatever, you know.
Make it
that's
easy.
all.
Unless someone's not doing their job.
Yeah, I think we're
They
doing
will-
pretty good.
Okay. So I'll put that up as a motion.
Yep.
Yes.
So is that motion to take the current slate of officers?
Yes, and re-elect
And
everyone.
elect for another year? Okay. So we got a motion, is there a second?
Second.
Okay, we have a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, abstentions? All right, so the motion was to elect the officers of myself, Tom Sinkowitz as chairman, June Yagney as vice chairman, and our wonderful Alexa. Denise, thank you very much for everything you did. All right, now with that complete, moving on to EDC bylaws. So any final thoughts, comments, questions on that? I mean, we've spent quite a few meetings reviewing these. I think we've had some good points that we brought up, which Shannon was very nice to send us an updated copy with possible
Much
changes.
more.
Yep. I think there's some good suggestions. We just have to decide as a commission, do we want to adopt the bylaws with the changes, or what is your pleasure?
Right, oh, okay, so she with the red letter, Board of Selectmen instead of First Selectmen.
Mhm.
So that means the board would select the members.
Is there another copy?
Printed copy.
No, I printed
I'm so
it
sorry.
from,
It's also online.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's my inbox too. There's another one right here.
The only minor change, this is very, very minor, Shannon, but when I did look at the order of business at all meetings, I just thought the only thing that should probably be switched is call to order is usually the first thing.
Okay,
and then
Roll call we usually do after calling the meeting to order. So if you just switch
Yeah.
those two,
do
and
that.
the rest of it seems fine.
yeah, could we say public participation, like somebody came a couple of times, we had people come and speak about their business ideas. It says 3 minutes.
Oh,
Or should we put 3 minutes or to the discretion of the chair? If the chair feels, okay, look, they're, like when we've had a couple people talk about their.
But yeah, I don't foresee us running into the situation where we have 20 people here, we need to do 3 minutes
Yeah,
apiece. Like,
okay.
you know.
So do
It could certainly
you want
happen,
to leave
but-
that there, the 3-minute?
Yeah.
Don't let me talk.
Are we going to vote tonight on it?
We can. It's up to the member to.
Do you want to see a copy before we vote on it?
I had
This
already-
one has the red letters.
Yeah, that's the one I gave her.
So right
Oh,
now,
we
we change
discussed-
to the call to order roll call.
Mhm.
We're keeping the 3 minutes.
Do you
Yeah.
want to keep 3 minutes or put 3 minutes or to the discretion of the chair? Or just,
What do you think?
well, we're not going to,
When it comes to the time note, where it notes it on there, do you think we should keep that as is, or do you think there should be rewording? This is participation.
Well, I guess I don't really think about it.
I doesn't see the
I think
wording, but,
it could be,
Yeah.
but I think we like to have guests too.
I know.
So when they do come, we want to hear
Or
from them.
put 3 minutes, or just to the discretion of the chair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because the chair's going to know,
Right.
hey, we're running over.
Right. Yeah, we can just put that in parentheses.
Or just put public participation and no time.
I would be fine with that, because like I said, I don't think that,
You don't think somebody's going to,
I
yeah.
don't think we're gonna have 100 people show up to an
Right,
economic
right.
What
development
is
commission
that?
meeting.
Sorry.
Just take the 3 minutes off.
Take it
Yeah.
off.
You know, just keep it simple and then see what
I'm
happens.
fine.
Is that we will vote next time? Shannon, I
I think you can approve it,
We can
but
approve it
just
with,
stating the,
right,
With
the
those,
changes,
yeah.
right.
Okay. You'd like to make a motion to approve?
Motion to approve the bylaws with the changes noted.
I'll second that.
Okay. Second, to approve the Economic Development Commission bylaws with the changes that were already proposed in red, and then the 2 additional changes we discussed tonight, which was changing the roll call to order on the list there, and then taking away the 3-minute time limit listed for public participation. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Shannon, you can obviously get us an updated copy, that's good, so thank you.
and if you want to stop in next week to sign off on it, and then file it.
Yep. Do that. All right, next item is business of the year. So any updates on the form?
So I was thinking we'll keep the form the same that we did this year. What we ended up doing was changing the online form to combine 2 questions
Okay.
because they were very similar. So people were either copy or pasting or just writing same as above.
Yeah.
So we'll just do what we did for our virtual form. We'll make the paper copies again like we did last year. And our goal is to present it at Celebrate Plainfield Day in September, so we have to start pushing it like now
Yeah.
if we wanted to.
Yeah.
Everyone's on board with that. And as it gets closer, we will start using the term play fire to put in the flyer and do a QR code.
We're going to move it to September because
Right,
the
that's
weather's
what-
better.
Yeah, the
It's
weather.
lighter out, big pictures.
And that way people aren't focusing on Santa.
Right,
And they can actually focus on the
right.
Yeah.
recipient.
Yeah, we did,
Oh, there was a good picture. Did I send that? to
there
you?
was, yeah, I saw it.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Somebody took a picture of it, fortunately.
Okay.
Susan Delaney.
We did, PBA finalize the date for the Celebrate Plainfield Day, which is going to be Saturday the 13th, which I believe is the same day as the Moose Yard sale. Um, But it's okay, you got 2 things you can go to that day. So that's good to note that September 13th date, 'cause obviously we got to have this all completed well before then. All right. Upcoming events, any ribbon cuttings or anything like that coming up?
So we have the tentative for Hope Medical. She hasn't publicly date in which she wants it yet. She's thinking April 12th, which is a Saturday. There's been no time yet. Once she finalizes the details, she will let us know. I will not be there for it. But once I get all the concrete details, I will send out to everyone who wants to attend. We reached out to the cheer gym that went in on Route 12.
Yep.
They are ready to have ribbon cutting, they just haven't decided on a date or time yet. So once I get that, I'll reach out. And then we have a new massage place going in, I don't know the address of it, but they just did their town paperwork that they needed to do, so we're reaching out about their.
Okay. And then another upcoming event, just for the members to know and for the public, is the Winter Market. It's coming up on March 8th. That's a pretty popular event up at the high school, put on by our Ag Commission.
Marching?
The 8th?
March 8th.
Yeah.
Bubbles.
Yeah.
March 8th.
Yeah,
Oh,
Saturday, March 8th, yeah.
Did Doug Tabor reach out to you? He will soon.
Okay.
That one's going to come up quick.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Car
it's
wash.
car wash.
Yeah.
What?
my car is ready.
Doug Tabor owns the Bubbles Laundromat. Behind it is a car wash that he wants to do a ribbon cutting for, but we don't have a date yet. You need a volunteer to walk through it.
Is that it's one car at a time, right? Is it one car at a time?
Yep.
Must be.
Kind of like a dunk tank, you know.
Yeah, thank you. With
I'll
the
try
soap.
it.
And
I'll
wax.
check through my car.
Salt on it.
Hot wax.